All right, perfect, perfect. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. I'm over here in New York right now. I'm super, super fired up over here with Mark, the man, the myth, the legend. We've been cooking it up for the past couple of hours since he got here over to the Airbnb, and I'm excited. I'm fired up. I know that this call was like a little last minute, and I went ahead and texted you guys early throughout the week for you guys to be on this call. I know it's Friday. I know some of y'all may have some plans cooking up for the night. So it's not going to be very long. I also know Brett reached out to me a little bit before. He said he had plans. So he's going to be on here, but I know he has some plans cooking up as well. So this call's not going to be very long. It's just really between us leaders. Did I drop the link on the 1K and above chat? I think I did. Yes, I did. All right, perfect. So we're good to go. So I wanted to really do this call, guys. I have some good things planned out for everyone, and I think after this call, guys, I think everything is like nothing will be the same again. Like I think after this call, I've been having a lot of different breakthroughs and ideas, and just just different moments where I can see that we need to tweak some things around and be able to improve on certain things, some from our message, and certain things just being around John Haremza, also being around different leaders as well, and just brainstorming, just coming up with different ideas. And then I also mainly like the number one reason is just to really unite us, right? To really bring everybody together. And I think this call, everything that I'm going to share with you guys here today and things that I have planned is going to really help us move in unison and really work together for obviously the big goal, right? Which is to help a lot of people have success and to help everybody hit ranks and to help a lot of people along the way as well. So obviously, as you guys know, I've been traveling from city to city. I was just in Phoenix. After Phoenix, I went back to Miami. From Miami, I went to Minnesota. From Minnesota, I went to Dallas. And from Dallas, I'm now here in New York. And I got some other cities as well. If you guys want me to be in your city, you're more than free to really reach out to me, and I can we can definitely plan some things out. But obviously I've been from city to city, and I was with Matt, I was with John Haremza, I was with Brent, and I was with Mark, I was with Kim. And I actually, before we even go ahead and start this call, because I have a couple of things that I want to talk to you guys about, I actually want Brent, before he goes to his event real quick, I actually just want him to share about a minute, 60 seconds, 2 minutes max of like really just what you took away from, being from me going to Dallas and, obviously being at the Dallas event, me being at your house for about 2 to 3, 4 days, kicking it with me, and obviously me being with Kim as well. So I just want you to just share really 60 seconds from something that you really just took away, right? What did you really take away from the time being that I was there? And then I'll go ahead and pass it over to the other one, but I want you to go first because I know you got an event to be at. So I'm gonna pass it over to you, Brent, and then I'll go to the next one so you can take it away.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, what's up, everybody? What's everybody doing? I see the chat. Let's go. Yeah, no, it's been an amazing day, obviously. And I would think a lot of that too. I had two back-to-back like mindset calls, right? We had the wake up and ascend, and then I had the mañanas millonarias. And usually those calls for me, I was telling Ant, like usually I just jump on and do those because it's just like whatever. Like it's not that it's not important, but it's just like I got everything going on, this, and we kind of get lost in transition. Obviously, a lot of changes have been happening throughout, especially the Akashic side, and it's just a little bit not of uncertainty, but it's at the same point, it's like where things kind of going. Like in a sense, like we get a lot of times lost in like really what's the ultimate goal, what's the ultimate vision. And it was great actually being here with Anne, right? Having that actual blessing, right? Having that opportunity to actually be here in hand and not only hear the vision, but actually see the vision, like see an upline actually work. And I think that's something that I needed to actually experience at that point that I had not experienced here, right? In a while, is actually see that upline actually work. And it's not because Ant hasn't been my upline or Ant or anything like that, but now it's like I'm a lot more closer to them. couple little swaps and transitions, as you know. I'm now like a lot closer, right? At that point with Anna to like, okay, actually work, see the grind, see and actually get on the call, him jump on the call, him reach out, him working. So it's like, okay, if I see my upline truly believe it with that passion, then I know it's definitely real. And what was crazy is that, of course, I won't spoil everything that he's going to share, right? But he went ahead and shared with me like, hey, this is what we're doing. All right, great. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to do that second part. And with one of my downlines, like he jumped on the phone, apply, we had apply, and like that upline had 5 prospects day one, had 4 people sign up right away. So it's like, this is legit. Like that wasn't happening before, and like brought this actual strategy to place of like, hey, this is how we're going to do things now. And for me, what I love about the whole strategy of what we're doing, of course, is going back to the original kind of feel that I had as far as why I joined MDC, which was that opportunity, saying like, hey, like we do have the extra opportunity, we do have the vision. It's not just a cash, we have multiple products international. For me, obviously from Mexico, as you know, that side of things, it's always special to me to have something to offer to Mexico, where truly, if you're in a situation of extreme like poverty at that sense, we have something. Of course, our tactic, we want to make sure we push up big tickets and everything the whole night, because we know that big ticket would be a big business too. I mean, Mark Reddish showed that today, right, with his video. I mean, Mark is launching a business, right? He had right there the box, he had this stuff. So when we could do that, we could do that. But with MDC, we actually have that opportunity of like, hey, I don't have nothing. Like, I have this phone right now and it has 30 days left of internet. That's all I got. Well, guess what? We're going to put $800, $1,000 in your pocket in 30 days if you do what we do, because that's all you need here. So, yeah, I mean, as you can see, I'm excited. I'm sparked. I'm back at it. I'm ready. 10K's done. Let's go. I'm super excited. And yeah, everybody, you guys need to be excited too. You just need to actually live it. Do it. Like, live it. Do it. There's days that it's going to suck, but just live it. Whatever he's telling you guys to do it. You're not going to regret it.
Let's go. I appreciate you, Brent. Thank you for sharing that here on the call. And real quick, guys, I know that this is a leadership call, so if you guys can turn your cams on, that would be lit, because that way, like I want this to be a little bit more interactive and everything for us. What's up, Kim? What's up? I see you, Kim. I mean, I was talking to Anna about you. I was like, from the first time that I went to your guys' house, to this time, you're just a complete different person. Like, you have grown so much. Like, it's just the conversations, the words that come out of your mouth. I just can't recognize the same Kim. I know I didn't share that with you over there. But I was talking about that with Anna this morning, and I was just like, the growth that I've seen in you is absolutely crazy. Like, I couldn't even recognize the first Kim that I met. And you know, it's because you're tapped in, you're showing up to the cause, you're around Brent, you're praising the Lord, and I think that's one of the most powerful. What's up, Connor? What's good? What's up, man? But thank you, Brent, for sharing. Appreciate you. I'm gonna bring up the next person. If you guys could have your cameras on, I would appreciate 1000% if you guys could have your cameras on. Remember, this is a leader's call. So the next person I'm gonna bring up real quick is Mr. Mark. He's over here in New York. He's with me right now, and I sat down with him for about literally 45, 1 hour, just really knocked out a game plan, 10K game plan for him to hit 10K this month. And he's fired up. He's excited. He got on the phones right away, and we're about to hit the phones right after this call with him and his leaders. But I mapped out 10K for him. And I know he's fired up. I know he's about to go hit 10K as well this month. So, Mark, real quick, just share 1 minute, 1 minute of what you've gotten out of me just being here for the past 2 hours with you in New York. And I know we have some great days ahead of us as well. But if you could just share 60 seconds to 120 seconds of what you really got out, and then I'll go ahead and take it from there.
You got it. What's up, family? First and foremost, just thank you guys. All the words, all the calls, all the texts, all the DMs, the Telegram messages. Thank you. Definitely appreciate you. The biggest takeaway I take away from our conversation for the last hour and some change was basically your network is your net worth, right? So, you can go far. You can go fast alone, but you can't go far. You need a team, right? So investing in your team and, having them see the vision of the long-term effects of really digging in, really putting the time in, the effort in, will take them far, and it's going to take you further, right? It's one thing to go by yourself and just grind out, and that's what I initially started doing naturally. But and he showed me another way. He said, "Listen, find 4 people. They got the same mindset as you, the same drive as you, and from there, you guys can really grind out." So as soon as we stopped, he showed me the blueprint. I called the first person on my team that I know for a fact that hustles, that goes as hard as me, right? And she's already ready to go. So yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you, Mark. I'm excited for the event that we're going to run up tomorrow at your gym. But thank you for hopping on here. Thank you for hopping on here and definitely sharing that. I'm going to go to the next person real quick. Thank you so much, Mark, for hopping on here and running that up. But the next person real quick that I'm going to bring up, I got 2 more, is Sai. I was over there in Dallas with Sai. Been grinding with her, been digging in with her leaders, getting on 3-ways with her leaders as well, sparking up her leaders, getting her leaders in momentum as well. So Sai, I'm going to add you pin real quick. If you wanted to share 60 seconds, 120 seconds of really one thing that you took away, on our conversations, on our phone calls, and being in Dallas with you as well. So I'm going to add you in here, and then I will go ahead and take it away. Let me just put you a pin real quick, but you can go.
Cool. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, all that good stuff. So I want to say thank you so much, Ant, for, having me talk on this call unexpectedly, keeping me on my toes. But one thing that I will say, you guys, one thing that I can take away from the event last week is that really people like community. That's the biggest thing that I could definitely say. Even, even if it's like 3 people, people just want to be around people doing the same thing. So the conversations that me and Ant, were having prior to, well, not prior, but after that, was more so, how can we really make this a community again? I know a lot of us came from IM where we had community, and, a lot of people were burnt out on the whole trading thing, the whole network marketing thing. But when you take a look at it, and when you take a step back at it, the thing that was really powerful about what we were doing back then was the community. We did have those live events, even going to the big events and, doing Airbnbs and, just really being around the team, like in person, is what, really quadrupled everybody's business. So, I'm super excited to be on this run with all of y'all, just because I know that if we just really lock in, and shout out to Ant for like providing us the blueprint, if we just really lock in and do everything that he says, like there's no reason that we can't be, at least 25K by the end of this year.
Let's go. Thank you, Sai. Thank you, J30 Queen, for sharing that. I appreciate you. And I'm ready to see you for 10K this month, 5K, and then 10K. I'm walking into Miami. So appreciate you, Sai. Thank you for sharing, and definitely appreciate and grateful for your leadership, and definitely educating the masses. So we got one more person. I was over there with her in AZ. And right now she's obviously over here in New York with me. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to her. Where's she at? Okay, here she is. We got Coach Anna over here, and I'm excited for her to share. Obviously, she's been growing. She's been traveling. She's been doing some amazing things. And I was over there with her, with Matt in Minneapolis. And I honestly, I can say one thing: I haven't seen her in the trenches like that in a very long time. And I'm excited for her to take off and really relaunch and just really, I know she had a task of educating a lot of educators, but I'm super excited to see the spark in you. And I just want you to share 60 seconds of what you really have learned in Minneapolis, 60 seconds of being around Matt, being around John, being around me. What's your biggest takeaway in 60 seconds? And then you can pass it right back to me.
Awesome, awesome. First of all, I mean, I'm grateful. I haven't think I've spoken on a call with you guys in a minute. But I'm definitely very excited for this new season because, this past couple of days, traveling to Minneapolis and, being around the environment and experiencing what I experienced, the conversations were just so different, It's not just about like we are the product, access to a product, like we are referring a product, or it's just like the opportunity behind everything. And it just really took me back to when I got started in this industry. I didn't get started to trade. I'm gonna be honest. I just did not get started to start learning how to trade. Like I had no money to my name. How was I gonna trade like with zero money to my name? So I started because I saw the opportunity. I started because I believed in the industry. And I just ran so fast and so much that look at how where it has gotten me, So it's just like having that reconfirmation and that vision again of like this is what's meant to do, and how to move forward now. It's so empowering, and it's like everything is aligning together because it's just really about the opportunity. And I know you guys hear it all the time, and we hear John say it all the time, but when it makes sense, when you understand it, I mean, there's just no way of like, it's like you can't unsee something that you saw. You get what I'm saying? Like you can on here, I don't know if I'm saying it right, something that you heard, like you can, it's like you can't unknow the truth when you know the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like when you understand it, like I know you've heard it said so many times, and I'm gonna end up with this, but I just truly want you guys to take this call right here to really be in tune and understand what the vision really is moving forward. We're not just a Cashix, we're not just even ITRANSFORM. Like we're like, I'm not even gonna say anymore, but I just got re-inspired so much, and it just filled me up, and I'm grateful. So I just hope that this call, does the same for you, and that we all start moving in unison, because that's the key to everything. So that's it from me.
There we go. My bad. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate you for sharing that and pouring into everybody. But I'm gonna go ahead and rock and roll. I'll probably have one more person speak at the end. He told me he had to go, but if he can speak at the end, that'd be pretty beautiful for us to wrap up. But I'm gonna keep it short, guys. Like I said, I've been traveling from city to city to city, and I'm over here in New York. Probably got one more city to go, and that should pretty much wrap up for September. But just for you guys to understand, and just for me to share really quick through this whole entire trip, man, I'm just so grateful for it, because I've really had a lot of breakthroughs, and through conversations, and God has put a lot in my spirit, and he's just really opened up my eyes and really been able to help me see like what we're missing, what we can work on, and I think everything is just in alignment. Like obviously today we're launching the brand books. I know they're going to be announcing that in London, but that's going to be obviously something amazing, right, for us to utilize, for us to launch in business. And it goes in conjunction of how we're launching, right, like of what I'm going to be talking about here on this call. And like I said, I think the main thing I'm doing this call for is just to really bring everybody in unison, and to really run towards this vision, right? To run towards the vision that we're going to talk about here on this call. But before I go ahead and go into it, I just want to give some gratitude to 3 people real quick. I want to give some gratitude to Brent and Kim. I want to give some gratitude to Sai, and to Anna, and then definitely to Matt, because if it wasn't for them, like this is not me. I can't do this on my own. It was the ideas, the brainstorms, being around them helped me grow in wisdom, helped me grow into ideas, right? And if it wasn't for them, like this is not me, Ant, coming on here and sharing this with you guys. Like this is all of us. Like it's just, how when you're talking with someone, an idea, a light bulb comes on, and we were just passing ideas around, conversations being held, and I've literally just started scribing. I started writing things down, and I just want to share it all with you. I have some ideas. I have some game plans for all of us to really work together. And I think the best thing I can tell you guys is this will only work if we all work together on this, right? Like it can't be just me. It can't be just Matt. It can't be just Anna. Like, we got to work in unison. And that's what really is going to come down to. It's going to take work. It's going to take belief. It's going to take leadership. But I think it's going to take, more importantly, all of us to believe in the vision, to work the vision, and to go all in with this vision, right? And I think that's what's going to really create the momentum. That's what's going to create success stories. That's what's going to go out there and help us really run the play. So I'm going to step up as a leader. I'm going to make sure that we go out there and really run this play together and make sure that the communication is on point. But I think really more importantly is just really be an example as a leader, right? Like, just, I think that's what leadership is being an example and inspiring others by your actions. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm doing this call for. Obviously, this is a call, but this is something I've been doing right before the call. And I was with Sai, was with Brent, was with Matt, was with Anna, and I have a couple of things to share with you guys, right? So I do have my notes in front of me, so I have some pointers. So I am going to be reading off of my notes, and we're good to go. All right, cool. So obviously we have been talking about the message, and I think everybody's very, very clear on the message, right? Where our message really needs to change. I think that's very clear on I think everybody also understands that. Like, we came in with the trading message, with the trading language, and a lot of people, right, came into this company. And I think also, since this is a leader's call, a lot of us came into this with prior trauma, right, from obviously the industry, where we came into this and we're like, we're going to put trading first. We're going to put the product first. And it kind of, held us down. It kind of pulled us down, and it didn't really help us shine as leaders. So it's not that we did anything wrong. I just think we didn't come into this and speak the right message, right? So obviously, I think we're all aligned with, hey, the message, right, needs to be the opportunity, helping people create residual income, helping people go to the next level, helping leaders rise, helping leaders ascend. That's why we're doing the wake up and ascend calls, right? That everybody should be promoting in the mornings, because that's something that's been very helpful. I mean, I've heard testimonials back and back. I mean, just people changing their mentality, changing their mindset, just giving this one more day. And that's sometimes what it is, right? Ed Milet talks about, just doing the power of one more. And that's what Wake Up and Ascend is. It's like giving that person that's about to give up, not just in the business, but literally about to give up, right? Like, just one more day. And I think Wake Up and Ascend has been very helpful for our community, has been very helpful for people, and people have really grown with those Wake Up and Ascend calls. But going back to what I was saying, right, was changing the message, switching the message, right? I know when we went over to John Haremza's house, right, it was like a key conversation. It was like a wake-up call, right? When I was there, and John Haremza was talking to me about, like, he was selling 11 boxes of coffee for $7.99. And just to see, for me, it was the fire, the true belief he had inside of him. Like, there was nothing that can, like, tell him that this was not the way to do it. Like, this is how you launch a business. And I'm just there laughing. I'm there, like, bawling. I'm bawling, right? Because I'm laughing, because I can just really picture the prospect being sold 11 boxes of coffee, and 11 boxes of coffee being shipped to their house, and they're paying $7.99, right, for coffee. And he built a business that paid him over $30 million in the industry. And that's what he did for his past, I don't know how many years. So it's like, that's really the message. That's what we got to give people. Like, people are out there, right, striving for, more money, striving for more income. And this is how we're going to really help them with the right expectations and with the right message. But as well as the message, I think the importance of this call is going to really also help everybody as well. I was thinking, like, yes, we all need the right message, but I think something greater than message, something greater than culture is just one word. And if anybody can, before I say, if you know what it is, drop it in the chat box. It starts with a V. So it starts with a V, and it's the vision, right? It's the vision. There's only one word, and it's the vision. And I think when you get the vision right and you get the message right, and you have both in conjunction, you have both of them right, it's game over, right? But you can't just have the vision. You can't just have the message. We got to have unison, right? We got to have unison. We all got to be in conjunction with the message, and we got to all have have conjunction with the vision. And this was something, I mean, I was in Brent's house. I was, doing call after call, and I was on the phone with Cy, and it was just like, boom, like it was just dropped into my spirit. And I want to just share a couple of things, because it was a vision that obviously most of us came from our prior company, right? And obviously that prior company, if you guys weren't there, it's all good, but obviously it was IM, right? And in that company, right, everybody had a vision to go chairman, right? Everybody had a vision. Chairman was being spoken 24/7. Like everybody was fired up about chairman, right? Like before we even talked about trading, like we were talking about chairman. You get what I'm saying? Before we were even talking about, right, like, opening up in a demo account or opening up your IM account, we were talking about chairman. And it was just the vision that was spoken. And I want you guys to just tag along here with me, right? Like it was just the vision that was spoken every single day. Chairman, chairman, chairman. It wasn't just in my organization. It was the whole entire company. Everybody was talking about chairman. And before chairman, right, before everybody was going chairman, I remember me starting off, right? Give me 1 second. I can hear one of the items in the back. Just lower the volume because it's kind of throwing me off. Right before everybody was talking about chairman, right? Everybody was going after P1000. So P1000, right? Like everybody was talking about Platinum 1000. They made Platinum 1000 an obsession, right? Like in order for you to go chairman, first everybody had to go P1000, right? And everybody was excited about going P1000, right? Because now that's that first start of residual income, right? I remember some people even made sayings like P1000 on an island or some things like that. But right, there was the P1000 blueprint. So they made a big deal about Platinum 1000. And, when there was enough Platinum 1000s, I remember one of the visions was a certain amount of P1000s in that business, right? Then it was chairman. Then everybody started going chairman, and everybody was excited for chairman. Everybody was popping chairman. The whole company was moving in that unison because the message was right and the vision was right. And something that we've lacked here is we've lacked message and we've lacked vision, right? Because even if you have the message right, we also need something to get excited for, right? Because if we're having the message, okay, but what are people excited for, right? But if there's the vision, but then there's no message, then how do we get people to believe in the vision? Or how do we get people to promote the vision, right? So you kind of got to have both. You got to have the message and you got to have the vision, right? So we have the message in place. We know, right, what it takes, right, to talk to a prospect. We know what the message needs to be. We know exactly what we need to say, but we also need the vision, right? And obviously in our previous company, the vision was chairman. The vision was P1000. Everybody was excited about P1000, right? And I was talking with Cy, and I was like, man, the vision here is 100 super affiliates, but I just feel like that vision is way too broad. Like, I feel like that vision is way too big, right? If I talk to somebody about super, I don't think somebody can get excited about super because they really can't believe that they can hit super. You get what I'm saying? Like if I talk to somebody about super affiliate, and I honestly haven't hit super, Matt hasn't hit super, there's really only been one person that has been hit super, which is Jenna. So how can people get excited about it, right? Because people were excited about P1000 because everybody was hitting P1000. Once everybody was hitting P1000, everybody was hitting chairman. So everybody started getting excited about chairman. So I looked at the vision of the company, and yes, we need to have a company vision, but we also need to have a ITRANSFORM vision, right? And we need a mantra. We need a mantra. And I was talking to Cy, and I was like, man, I just think 100 super affiliates, there's too much of a large gap. I just feel like if I were to talk to somebody about super, they wouldn't get excited because they don't know, right, how to hit super. I feel like they know it's way too far out of their reach. If I'm helping an affiliate launch, and I say, yeah, our goal here is 100 super affiliates, right? Do you want to become that super affiliate? That's too far of reach. That's something, right? It's a C-type goal, which is important. But I also believe like we got to break it down to get people excited, right? And I don't think no one can get excited for that because it's too far out of their reach, right? So I was talking with Cy, and I was like, we got to get everybody excited on a vision. Like, we got to get everybody excited. And we were like, what could we get people excited about? Right? Obviously, our message is residual income. Our message is the opportunity, but we got to have a mantra, right? And I was talking to Sai, and we came up with this mantra. I think it's dope. I think it's hot. I think it's sexy, right? And I think it's something that we need to be speaking every single day. I think it's something that ITRANSFORM, this needs to be our vision. We need to get people excited for this, right? And the mantra that we came up with, right, was, before I tell you guys a mantra, I think something that's reachable, something that people can accomplish, something that people can do is 1K, right? I believe everybody can go 1K. I believe if we get the message right, and with the blueprints that I've been helping Brent with, that I've been helping Kim with, that I've been helping Marcus with, that I've been helping Anna with, that I've been helping Sai with that blueprint, everybody can go 1K. Every single person, right? And like Brett said, right, we gave that person the blueprint. 5 people got started, right, with that blueprint that they gave them. In one day, 5 people, that's halfway to 1K. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, they already produced 500 volume because they have the blueprint, they have the message right, but we're just missing that last thing. And that last thing is the vision, right? We need to get people excited. We need to get people fired up. We need to get people like obsessed about it. It needs to be a cult where everybody's speaking it, where everybody's celebrating, where everybody's, like literally just too fired up about it. And I feel like that's something that we've been missing. So I think something that people can get excited for is 1K, right? We broke down 1K. 1K is what? 1,000 volume, right? 1,000 volume is 800 in commissions. People can get excited for $800 in commissions, right? It's like kind of like what Matt said, is playing the scenario. What would an $800 do in your life, right? I've been utilizing that. I've been coachable on it, right? And I was like, yo, $800 can pay people's rent, right? So I've been practicing that, and people are like, oh, wow, $800. Like, but if I say super, $1 million a month, people can't even believe for that, right? Like, 1,000 plus people in their organization, people can't even believe for that. It's just too far. It's too exciting. Now, 100 super affiliates, that'd be a good vision when we have 1,000 plus 10Ks, because boom, we're there at like 10K is the standard now, right? We had 100 chairmen. That was a vision of IM when there was a whole bunch of chairmen, right? Because they were already hitting P1000s, they were already hitting chairman, and then everybody was excited about hitting chairman. So the vision was clear. But 100 super affiliates, right now, I can't talk to somebody about super. I can't talk to somebody about $1 million a month, because there's no excitement in there yet, right? There's no excitement about it. So we gotta get fired up about something, and that something starts with the very basic, right? Which is 1K, going back to the basics. Boom, it's 1K, right? So me and Sai were talking, we were like, boom, 1K. Like, that's something people can get fired up about. People can get, super pumped up about. $800 in commissions, right? That's the vision that people need to be talking every single day, because now we got the message. Now we got the breakdown. Like, this is how you do it. You got to make the list. Yo, if you want to hit 1K, like, this is what's required. But now the multiplier, what's going to multiply on people doing it, what's going to help people reach it, is the excitement. And that's what it comes down to, because momentum is created through excitement. And I think the biggest thing, guys, it's really time for us to rise up, because here's the difference between people that make 7 figures in network marketing, and here's the difference between people that make less than 6 figures in network marketing. The people that make 6 figures in network marketing, they wait for the event to hit momentum. But 7-figure earners in network marketing, they go into conventions with momentum. They go into events with momentum, right? They create the momentum so then the event can multiply. And if we all get together and we all speak the vision, and we all have we all speak the vision, we all have the message right, and we all have the blueprint right, we can go into Miami with momentum, and we can come out of Miami already, boom, like it's now we've developed leaders, right? We've created the vision. So now coming out of the event will just do what we got to do. But if we just get people to the event, that's not enough. We got to be able to build momentum into the event. That's the seven-figure. That's a seven-figure habit. That's a seven-figure. You know, that's what we got to do if we're looking to walk the Hall of Fame of network marketing. If we're looking to impact hundreds and thousands of people, right? If we're looking to become a Hall of Famer, right? That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do, right? But definitely, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the mantra. But if you guys are ready, drop ready on the chat box. Drop ready on the chat box if you're ready for the mantra, for the vision, for something that we got to be speaking every single day. Like this is us, right? Like this is going to be ITRANSFORM, right? This is what we're going to be speaking every single day. And the mantra is boom, 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 boom. Very simple. Everybody goes 1K. Everybody goes 1K. Everybody goes 1K, right? And that's what we got to be speaking all the time. That's what we got to create the excitement, because if that's what, right, that's what we speak, that's what we're excited about, that's what we bring, everybody's going to go 1K. And here's the thing. If you guys remember, right, when people joined, right, yes, people were joining and people were excited, but here's the thing, if there's excitement behind going 1K, that brand new person, if they see everybody going 1K, they're going to be like, I got to go 1K. Why am I not 1K? Right? Because it was the same thing. Everybody was striving to hit chairman because everybody was hitting chairman. And I was like, yo, I want to become a chairman. But we got to make it sexy. And then boom, now once we got that momentum going, then we hit, okay, we're going to have a specific amount of 10Ks, right? Maybe it's like 110Ks in the organization. But right now, we got to get people excited for 1K. We got to get people fired up about 1K. When we're doing a one-on-one, when we're doing a presentation, when we're talking to our team, everybody goes 1K. Everybody goes, what's 1K, right? People would ask, what's chairman, all the time, because everybody was excited about it. Everybody would ask, what's P1000, because everybody was talking about it. So we all got to be in unison. Everybody goes 1K. Everybody goes 1K. And we got to be speaking that. Then the first, what's 1K? Boom, this is how you hit 1K. This is the message. This is the blueprint, because we got to build the excitement of 1K first. Once we do that, boom, it's game over. Everybody's going to, guess what? Speak it, right? If someone is not a 1K, then I can't even read my own handwriting. Yeah, it just needs to be spoken everywhere, right? If somebody's not 1K, they're going to ask what 1K is. They're going to want to know what 1K is. They're going to be excited for 1K. So I had a plan, right, that I want to do for Monday, right, between all of us leaders. And this is going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be pretty dope. I actually want to do, and I spoke to this with Sai, with Brent, with Anna. Well, Sai was like, yo, we got to do a team call. I was like, bro, let's run it. Let's do it 100%. So on Monday, I want to do a team call, and I want to name it Everybody Goes 1K. But here's the thing. I'm not just going to speak. I want everybody to speak. I want Claudia to speak. I want Brent to speak. I want Kim to speak. I want Sai to speak. I don't care if this call is 2 hours, right? I want everybody to speak like, yo, I want you to speak like what 1K is, right? What does it mean to you? Why are you fired up about 1K? I want to do a massive team call. Name it Everybody Goes 1K. Everybody Goes 1K on Monday, right? And I want to create a flyer. So if we can get somebody to do a flyer, I don't know if Anna or Marianne can help us out, but do a flyer for Monday, right? And then all of us that are here on this call, all of our pictures will be on the flyer. We'll name it Everybody Goes 1K. And I want to launch a massive team call so we can get everybody, and all of us, starting from today, we massively promote it, right? We can even put Everybody Goes and then just put a blank, right? So people can have that curiosity. It can be like, what is this call about, right? What is this about? So like, do a cool design and then just put like Everybody Goes and put a blank, right? And then we'll obviously announce it on the call. And then we can do like, everybody speaks for about 5 minutes about talking about 1K, what 1K means to them, right? 2 to 5 minutes. And here's the thing. After that call, this is what we got to do. I know all of you guys have gone to 1K. If you're on this call, you've hit 1K, or you've at least made $1,000 in the industry, one or the other, right? But $1,000 a month in the industry. but this is what I want to do, right? Because it's gonna, as leadership, you gotta, like, leaders step up first, they rise up first, they go out there and do it first before everybody, right? So we got to go out there and create a parade of 1Ks, but we gotta set the standard, right? We gotta set the pace first. So what I was thinking is, we've all already hit 1K, but what we can do is to really spark the fire coming out of that Monday call, right? Is obviously we've all hit 1K, is for whoever, like, between all of us, who, like, right when we go produce 1,000 new volume, it doesn't have to be personal volume, right? So literally coming out of, I would say, Monday's call, if you go produce 1,000 volume between you and your lineage, I want to make a flyer. Like, for example, let's say Marie, right? She goes and puts in 1,000 volume, brand new volume, not back office volume, right? Let's say she does it in 24 hours. I want to make a flyer, right, that says, I imagine they already hit 1K, but I wanted to say 1,000 new volume, but also, right, commissions, like, of what they earn. So for whatever it says in your back office, right, I want you to, like, put, like, generated $800 in commissions, for example. And we release that just for us, but that's what's going to get everybody to move to 1K, because if they see us do it first, then everybody else is going to want to do it, right? Obviously, when we start popping out new 1Ks, we're not going to put any commissions there, but that way, when people see it, they can believe it, right? So, like, for example, Marie hits 1K, brings in 1,000 volume, or Claudia brings in 1,000 volume. We go, right, we celebrate them as 1,000 new volumes, because even though we've already hit it, we need to create that rank feeling, right? We need to create that momentum. So 1,000 new volume, right? Claudia generated, right, or 1,000 new volume generated $800. Boom. And then that gets other people to see it, right? So we got to go out there and do it first. We get that rank feeling momentum going. We drop those flyers. And what I want to do at the end of the call is I actually want to go over 3 things. I want to go over the 2020 vision plan, right, to help everybody go 1K. So I'm going to go over the 2020 vision game plan. I want to go over the blueprint on how to go 1K, and then the whiteboard magic, right? So I want to just cover three things. It'll probably take me 30 minutes just to crumble up everything. But I want to start off the call with everybody just speaking about 1K. What does 1K mean to you? What did it feel like when you hit 1K, right? How's it helped you with your income? What did you do with that income? Like, just let it all out, and let's get everybody fired up. Because if just me or Matt does the call, it's not gonna, to me, it's not gonna make any effect. But if everybody sees us in unison, and everybody sees us together on a flyer, and everybody hears everybody, right? If they hear Claudia, if they hear Brooks, if they hear Ant, if they hear Sai, if they hear Brent, if they hear Kim, man, everybody's going to get fired up, because now it's like, yo, everybody's doing this. Everybody's excited about this. Like, I need to be excited about this first. And honestly, like, that needs to be the main point of the call. Right? Like, when I go over the 2020 vision and the whiteboard magic, that's going to be cool. But it's like everybody being fired up, everybody being excited. And then me and Sai also came up with some cool stuff that we want to do. And we want to do an incentive for Miami for everybody that goes 1K. So she found a very cool boat ride that goes to the Bimini and back. And it's like, I think $60 per person. So, like, I'm gonna talk to Matt, John, and Josh and see what we do. So for every person that goes 1K, we can probably bring them onto that boat ride in Miami, and just make it big for everybody that goes 1K. Like, yo, you go 1K, you're gonna go to Bimini on a boat, totally paid for, and then definitely plan out a dinner with the higher up. So we probably want to bring John Haremza, Matt, Jefferson Santos, if he comes, and obviously Josh if he can make it too, right? But that way we can do a planned dinner, and then throughout the day we go to, like, Bimini. We can do it after the event or before the event. I mean, we'll definitely plan it out. But the point of this call, guys, was, like I said, how I started off in this call was to bring everybody in unison. Like, everybody goes 1K. That needs to be the mantra. That needs to be the excitement. That needs to be, like, this is really the missing piece of momentum. We got the message down packed. We got the blueprint down packed. But now it's the vision, it's the excitement, it's getting that person that's brand new excited about 1K. What is 1K? What do I got to do to go 1K? Because I remember when I came in, I just got excited about going chairman. Like, yo, I want to go chairman. I want to go P1000. I hit P1000 my first day because I saw every single person line up. I saw 20 P1000s give their testimony. I'm like, dude, I'm going to go hit this in the next day so I can be the next P1000. And then the next one was chairman, right? And the next one is chairman 100. So we got to start off at least with a foundation, which is 1K, which is everybody goes 1K. Everybody goes 1K. That's what we got to get excited about. And I promise you, I don't care any of those damn companies that are out there. Nobody's going to have the culture that we have because that's how you set it. That's what you do. You go out there, you set the vision. Before anything comes the vision. And when everybody buys into the vision and everybody's in unison, it doesn't matter what's out there. People want to be a part of the excitement. People want to be a part of the momentum. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us. It's not going to take, all right, there's 13 people on this call. It's not going to take 12 out of the 13. It's going to take 13 out of the 13 for us to be excited for 1K, for us to be excited about celebrating every single 1K, to be excited about every single rank that comes in, to be excited about every single person that comes in. Like, we got to be speaking this daily. This needs to be the forefront of everything that we do, right? And then the product will do its thing. More people will have more money for trading. More people will have, right, more income to put in their trading account. People will stop trading with $30. I did a 3-way phone call with one of Brent's leaders. I asked him just one question. This proves my point. I said, how much are you trading with? And he said, $30. I said, bro, you're wasting your time. What are you doing trading with $30? Right? Like, I told him, I'm actually like, this has hit me so hard. Like, I'm not going to be trading with anything that's less than 100 grand. Like, if I don't have 100 grand in my bank account liquid, like, dude, what am I doing? I got to go out there and produce cash flow. I got to go out there and produce residual income. And like, that's when like all this started to make sense. And it started to make sense. And that was the missing little touch. Right? I got off the phone with Cy and I'm like, yo, Brent, this is it, my boy. Like, that's it. It's a wrap. Like, I was so fired up. I was so excited because that's what people want. People want to be a part of something. People want to hit something. People want to be recognized for something. People want to come into this company. And yes, the money's dope. Yes, the products are amazing. It helps people lose weight. But people want something to be excited about. It's the code. It's the excitement, right? Let's be real. Like, in our past company, there was one team that they made it super exciting, right? Like, they made it a cult, and we can do it in our own different ways, but we got to create our cult. We got to create our mantra. We got to create the momentum. We got to create the success stories, and it starts with us. It starts with us as leaders, and that's what I wanted to come on here for the past hour. Thank you guys for enduring and all that stuff. But I'm going to pass it over to one person here that has been very, very inspiring to me, that has helped me, that invited me over to Minnesota. And like I said, if it wasn't for this individual, none of this would have been none of this would happen. Like, this call wouldn't even have happened right now. Like, the mantra wouldn't even have existed, because he called me up. He's like, yo, fly to Minnesota. And I'm like, dude, you know me. If you tell me to be somewhere, I'm there. I don't care where. You tell me to meet you in Dubai, I'm in Dubai. You tell me to go over here, I'm there. Like, I don't care what's going on in my life. It was my dad's birthday, and I said, Dad, I love you. We went to a soccer game, but I'm out the next morning. And that's how fast I went out there. So I want to bring him up. Most of you guys know him already. Some of you guys obviously are working with him. But I want him to come on here and speak some truth, speak some light, just like how he's done to me every single time I get on the phone with him. And I want to bring it over to Mr. Matthew Thayer. We're going to get this man to super affiliate. And by getting him to super, we're going to set the mantra for ITRANSFORM to super. So, Matt, I'm gonna pin you, and you can take it away, my brother.
13, huh? There's 13 people on here. And if he finds it, truly, I say to you, he rejoices over it more than over the 99 that have never went astray. Guys, something crazy has happened, over the last couple of weeks. The vision, the mission, the message, everything that is really kind of coming together. It is so crazy. I actually just went and got a tattoo today. For this reason, I went and got Matthew. It says 18, -13, right? So I went and got that tattoo today, and I kind of wanted to share with you guys why. Understand something that, here's what I've realized over the last, years of being just in this industry since just a young kid. At the time when I, was not a part of this industry, guys, I was a lost soul. Like I was a lost person, and I think there's a lot of lost people in this world right now. I was going to school for a degree that I had no passion for. I was literally only going to school because that's what everyone else was doing. And I felt like if I didn't go to school, I'd be failing, and I'd be failing my grandparents and my parents and, my family. And I thought, I have to go to school, in order to hopefully be successful one day. And I saw this industry, guys. I saw network marketing, not just a company, not just MDC, not just IM, not just a company, guys. I saw this industry, I saw this opportunity of network marketing, of where you could create passive residual income. You could be around successful people. You could learn what they do. You could basically do what they do. And you could create, a form of income that would come in every single month that would give you the ability to really do what you want to do. And when I saw that, guys, at a young age, I went all in. I was like, this is it. This is exactly what, I was born for. This is exactly what has given me passion. And, I just started recently going back to church, guys, about 3 weeks ago. I didn't go for over 2 years. My life has really been a complete whirlwind since not going to church. And I told my wife, Hannah, I said, we should really start going back. I mean, I remember, when we used to go consistently for over 3 weeks or over 3 years, our life was it was so amazing. Like we had such good purpose. Like we had good morals, values. We had good vision. Like everything about our lives was on the right track when we were closer to God. And the first service that I got back to church, guys, the church starts just talking about, their messages. That's so mega church. And I told it to a couple of the people here so far, but I want to share it with the ones that haven't. They talked about how, right now, even on Netflix, there's a series where they talk about, that's so mega church, basically talking about how all these big churches in the world are riddled with scandals. All they care about is the fame. All they care about is money. The pastors that are the head of the churches, it's all about popularity. It's not actually about helping people. And my church addressed that situation because they were like, man, there's a lot of people in this world right now that have never experienced God, that have never even gone to church. And right now they could simply just pop up Netflix and then get a negative experience on church. So they wanted to address that situation and talk about why the church that I go to, they believe that that's not what they are, and why they do the things that they do, and why they've grown to the way they've grown. And they've related it to the parable of the 99, sheep that have been found, the one that's lost. Once it's found, they're going to rejoice, they're going to celebrate, but God will always go look for the one that's lost. So the church is, overall number one goal is to go touch all the people first that have never experienced church, and go grow their church to try to save as many people as they possibly can. That was the first service that I went back to, guys, 3 weeks ago. And as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, why am I so excited about network marketing? Why 11 years later do I wake up every single morning trying to get someone brand new into the business every single day? And people have asked me, what's your why? Why do you do what you do? What drives you? What's your vision? What's your mission? And it's always been something different. It's always been a new, reason. But going to that service, it finally gave me everything that I really needed. It's almost like God spoke to me and was like, this is exactly why you do this industry. This is exactly why you do what you do. And what it really comes down to, guys, is that every single one of you guys, before you saw this industry, I'm willing to bet that a lot of you guys still didn't know what you wanted to do either. You guys were in situations, you guys were in jobs or in life, kind of just going through the motions, and you didn't know what you wanted to do. You wanted to be successful. You've tried different things, but I'm willing to bet that once you actually saw the industry, you saw it and you were like, this is it. This is the most perfect model, that you're telling me that I can put the work in, I can make money, and I can have passive residual income, and I can live the life of my dreams that I've always wanted to live. And it's not always about the money, it's about the freedom that comes with that money. And I'm willing to bet that once you saw the industry, you're like, wow, like this is it. I finally see the light. And so if it hit me, guys, where I'm like, this is what we need to do. We're not growing our organization. Everyone going 1K is yes, it's a great path, but the overall goal, the reason why we're focusing on that, guys, is because there's somebody right now in this parking lot right now sitting in their car that right now probably doesn't have enough money to put food on the table. There's someone right now that is scrolling through the internet right now trying to find an opportunity. There's someone in this area right now that, has been trying to look for something to do, but they just haven't found it. Understand, guys, that there's a lot of people in the world right now that are just like us. There's a lot of people that are, I would say lost. They're lost right now. And just like how my church wants to touch people and continue to keep growing to find the people that have never gone to church and give them an opportunity to come to church to learn the word of God, is the same reason why we need to grow this industry, guys. Because just imagine this. Imagine that I never saw the industry 11 years ago. Imagine that someone didn't take the time to expose me to the opportunity of network marketing. I think about that now so much, and I'm like, man, I don't know what I would be doing right now. I would be still so lost, and I would be kind of just going through the emotions. I'd be working a job that I just was not passionate about. I would dread waking up every single day to have to go to that job. And then I would be blaming the world, the economy, situations of why my life the way it is. This industry has not only cleared that from my mind, guys, it's given me the ability to understand that my life is controlled by me. Whatever we want in life, we can have it by ourselves. We can do this all through ourselves. We are the most powerful forms of creation through God, because God has us and he works through us. So whatever we want to achieve can happen through us and through this industry. But I believe this is the only industry that it can happen in, because this is the only industry where it's like, I have to help you in order to level up, right? Any other industry, if I was working in corporate America right now and I wanted to level up, I'd have to kick Ant off. If Ant was my manager and I wanted to level up in the ladder, I'd have to basically either push him aside or I'd have to kick him out of his position to take his position. This industry, not only when you come in, you personal develop yourself, you completely reprogram your brain to think differently, and then you have to help other people level up in order for you to level up. And there's just nothing else, out there like that, guys. And it's just funny that there's 13 people on the call right now. It's just, I keep seeing, it's crazy. Matthew, guys, my football number all the way from high school was number 18. My password to my internet is get paid 18. When I played semi-pro football for 6 years, my number was 13. So I was looking back at pictures. I was like, that's crazy. Like my other football number was 13. And I looked at what was the exact parable of the one sheep that was found and it was celebrated. It was Matthew 18:13. And it blew my mind again today. I mean, it was already crazy, guys. Ant came up 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and we were throwing the football around, and it was laying on the ground. He walks up to it and he's like, Matt, why do you have Matthew 18 written on your football? And I was like, oh, it's my football number and that's my name. I don't want it to get stolen. And if someone picks it up, they'll know it's mine. And he's like, well, I wonder what that is in the Bible. And he looks it up, guys, and it was the exact same parable. The about the 100 sheep, the 99 that are accounted for. If there's one that's lost, the Lord will always go find that one. And I'm telling you guys this right now, we are so aligned in everything that we're doing. We are all in a vibration right now that I feel like if we come to unity together, we will all flourish. We will all have all of our dreams come true. But there's one thing that I want to leave you guys with, and I wanted to kind of say it on this call, guys, and I want you guys to understand something. And I actually posted it today. It was a video that I finally made. The dart is finished. A lot of times what you're going to see, and it's going to get frustrating for a lot of you. And I'm sure that if you've tried to build your business so far over the last couple of months, it's been very, very frustrating because you understand what you're doing. You understand why you joined this industry. And as you're going through your day-to-day processes and as you're trying to recruit people to join this business, you feel like they're listening to you. You feel like they're actually hearing what you're saying. But guys, there's a difference between hear and heard. See, a lot of people are going to hear what you're saying. A lot of people are going to hear the opportunity. A lot of people are going to hear what you're trying to teach them. Like even right now, guys, a lot of you guys are hearing what I'm saying, but there's a time where you actually have heard what I'm saying. And that's the difference between understanding and listening. See, everyone can listen on these Zoom calls. Everyone can listen on these calls, but there's a flip. There's a flip. And it happened for me. It's happened for Ant. It's happened for every single one of you guys on this call. That's why you're still here. There's a change. There's a change when you finally have heard it and you understand it. And that's one thing that it'll completely take away your frustrations when you're sharing this opportunity with people, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to start to go out there and you're going to share this opportunity to a lot of people. You're going to start to talk about everyone going 1K, and they're going to hear it, but we have to keep talking about it. We have to keep saying it. We have to keep teaching the stuff that helps people get to what they want to go to until they actually have heard what we're saying and they understand what we're saying, guys. So I see someone wrote in the chat, Matthew 7:24. Is that another verse? It's crazy how many things in Matthew I've experienced over the last couple of weeks. My mom always told me that she named me after the Bible, and my life has gone always so much better when I got closer to God, guys. And outside of businesses, there's one thing that I would say, for all of you guys, even if you don't do it right now, is I would say go back to church, because it just seems to me that, when you're closer to God, everything else just makes sense. Everything in life seems to make so much more sense. And I feel like, and I'm sure some of you guys might feel the same way, I feel like honestly, industry is the one industry that is actually perfect in God's way. Because if you really think about it, you take people that have no direction, that have no path, that have no future, for the majority of people, and this industry does not prejudge. It does not matter if you just got out of the Penn State or the state Penn, or you got out of Penn State. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your history. It doesn't matter, your level of expertise. It will accept anybody, right? But not only that, it'll take you from that position. And if you want to be successful in this industry, the person that you are today will be completely different than the person that you will become when you finally achieve it. Like if you were to look at John when he first saw this industry, he was dyslexic. He was a worker at a potato chip factory. He showed up to his first meeting 2 hours late. They looked at him like, I can't believe we waited for this guy. They prejudged him, the people that were presenting. But look at what has happened now over the last 30 years. He's made 30+ million. He's in the Network Marketing Hall of Fame. He's written a book that's one of the best sellers in network marketing. I mean, it will take any of us, guys. This industry does not prejudge. This industry will take anyone. It's just our job now to go find the ones that are looking for an opportunity. There's a lot more of us out there. And I just want you guys to have that in the back of your mind, that you're going to go out there and you're going to start talking, you're going to start preaching. Just don't get frustrated when certain people don't hear what you're actually saying and they don't understand it, because it's going to take time for them to have heard what you actually are trying to, preach. So, and thanks so much for having me on, man. And guys, everybody goes 1K. I love that mantra, Sai. You guys that made that up. It's freaking, I love it. And the message that we have with this company now, and where we're kind of transitioning with the brand bucks and the daily pay that's coming out and all this other stuff, like it is just absolutely insane where we're going to go. So Ant, back to you, bro. You guys are crushing it out there in New York. I'm going to have to come out there here soon. Marcus, bro, I'm super proud of you, man. And yeah, you guys have a great night.
Let's go. Appreciate you, Matt. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for hopping on here and sharing those words. It definitely means a lot. And let's get it. Let's get it. I'm excited, guys. That really wraps up everything. So here is what I do need from you guys. For those that have hit 1K, you have to have hit 1K. I need you guys to get a picture of you guys to Marianne and Anna. So that way we can figure out how we make this flyer for Monday. I want to make a flyer with all of us, and we'll have everybody goes. We won't say what it is, and then we'll definitely release it on here for Monday, right? So we'll be packing out this team call. We'll get a time together. We'll get all that together. But I wanted to come on here and just share that with you guys. But I think more importantly, just get us all in unison. I think that's really what it is. I think message plus vision equals momentum. When you got the right message and you got the right vision and you have everybody excited, that's when you walk into momentum. That's when the momentum is created. So thank you for hopping on here on a Friday night. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Cy. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Marcus. I got an event tomorrow over here in the NYC. So I'm excited for that. And then let's crank. If you guys need anything, you guys know I'm here. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And let's definitely rock and roll. Let's go. Let's go. See you guys soon. Peace.
Let's go.